Here today with Dylan Kemp of the Americas Trailblazers. How are you doing today, Dylan?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on.
You are welcome. So we are coming out of this COVID lockdown. What did you do during that time to stay sharp, stay ready?
Well, during this time, I've mostly been keeping up with my workout schedule. I was waiting a long time for the gyms to start to reopen, but before that, I was trying to minimize who I was staying with. Of course, I was keeping social distancing and doing all that stuff, but usually I would go out to certain parks and run drills either by myself or I'll get a O lineman to come with me since I do play defensive line. And I was just running simple drills that I can do with my hands, hand movement, feet work, stuff like that. Mainly, I was trying to keep up as much weights as I can because I'm more trying to gain weight for this season, trying to bulk up as much as I can. So a lot of things were keeping up with my speed, keeping up with my strength, trying to perfect the craft I was creating, and that's pretty much what I was doing all season.
I believe Americas is going to open strength and conditioning here soon. What is that going to mean to you to be able to get back with your coaches and teammates?
Oh, that's going to be amazing. I mean, we're going to be able to start this coming Monday. And just to be back on the field, I've been excited. I can't hold back the excitement. I've been pumping myself up a lot. The night before we went back to just have a dry run where we weren't even doing anything. My heart was racing. I couldn't even fall asleep because I just kept thinking football, football, football. Um, I'm super excited for it, and I can't wait to get back to the field, get back with my brothers on the field, and we're gonna have a great season.
What would you say your number one moment in sports has been so far?
My number one moment in sport would be that's a tough. My number one moment in sport would be my change to defensive line. Definitely. Coming in as a freshman back in my middle school, I was actually playing as a linebacker. So when I was looking forward to coming in as a freshman at Americas, I was looking for that linebacker position and I was hunting for it. I was trying to get as fast as I could over my eighth grade summer to my freshman year. I was trying to pick up my speed, trying to get as big as I could, so Coach Melton could put me back into the position I was known for. But I remember when I showed up, my coach had separated all of us into our divisions or our different groups and stuff, and they had called out all the linebackers, and I was waiting for my name to be called, and I wasn't. Then when we got to the defensive line, he called me to go to the defensive end position, and I remember I hated it. I hated that decision. I was angry at him. I remember I got upset about it, and I kind of smacked my teeth, and then to this day I never live it down. But I remember I smacked my teeth, and I remember Coach Melton. He got mad at me at that time, but later on we had talked about it, and he told me that it wasn't the position that was needed for me. It was the position that was needed for my team. And it turns out that it was true. It was the best position. It was the best move that we could have made for my team. And from then, I was just able to gain this much success from it. So I believe that was my best moment in sports, just changing the position and having able to live up to it.
You play on the defensive line. As the game's going on, um, your coaches signal in your plays, you hear the adjustments, you see how the offense is lining up, and there's a set of circumstances, a combination of circumstances where you get really excited because you know this play is going to be about you. You're going to have your chance to really make an impact. What does that look like?
Well, that play to me is one of our blitz calls, definitely. Can't give out the call, but I just look forward to it. I know when I see these hand signals come in, or when I hear like our alien or something like that, I get super excited because I know I'm about to go up the C gap, so I don't have to contain the outside. My linebacker is gonna go cover that for me, and I know once that happens, my tackle is gonna overstep, and I'm gonna have a clear pass straight to the quarterback, and that's just the dream play for me.
but not for the quarterback.
but not for the quarterback. No, sir.
Number one thing you're working on in your game right now?
The number one thing I'm working on in my game right now would definitely be my handwork. Um, Last season, I was able to pick up a lot of my stats and a lot of my sacks and stuff like that based off a lot of movements I was teaching myself basically because we had suffered a transition of coaches. We lost our first original defensive line coach, and we had to move down one of our linebackers coaches. So a lot of things was the old D line teaching the new kids that were coming up. So last season, I was trying to have to focus on a move that I know I would be good at. So this season, I'm definitely going to try to perfect that move. I've already been working on it constantly, and we don't continue stopping it. And right now, I've been trying to show the other D linemen that are coming up the exact same move that I'm running, and it just feels good that I'm able to try to perfect that. So definitely, what I'm working on this season is hand movement, footwork, stuff like that, simple stuff.
Okay, your number one personal goal for 2020?
My number one personal goal for 2020 is to live up to the hype. I mean, um, it was a big transition for me because I wasn't starting as a sophomore. I was just on the varsity team and I wasn't doing anything. And then apparently in my junior season, it was my breakout season. I mean, a lot of people told me the same thing. It was my breakout season. So what I'm looking forward to now is just living up to the hype for playing for those kids who come from where I come from in El Paso to play for these kids who played as little city league kids and to have to live up to that position to where I'm at, to play for the new kids that are coming into high school, to coming into middle school, to play for myself, not just for me as a senior, but to play for my younger self, to see my dreams fulfilled when I was a kid, to see my name in the starlight, to see me gaining as much attention, pressure, stuff like that. Because it's not that I love the attention. I love that I'm trying to focus on myself to get better at my craft, to get better at playing football, to get better at the game that got me through so much. So for 2020, I'm definitely trying to live up to the hype, definitely trying to live up to people's expectations. I'm trying to make people smile and make people happy and make people want to play this position. I mean, like I said, like I transitioned into this position and nobody was looking at it. I wasn't even looking at it. And then I tried it. I started having all this success. So definitely live up to the hype, live up to people's expectations. And I'm just trying to play for me, play for the younger kids.
Okay, shout out a couple of teammates you think are going to have a big impact on the Trailblazers this year.
Well, of course, we have our cover boy, Aaron Dumas. Definitely gonna have an amazing season this year. I can't wait. I love going against him in practice. That's always a big matchup for us. It's a lot of fun. Um, a big name that should be coming up, Evan Chisholm. He's one of our DBs. He's gonna be trying to transition to quarterback this season because we're kind of short on that position. So Evan Chisholm, definitely, he's gonna be a big name. He already got a offer to Tarleton. Definitely a big name. Christian Martinez, he's a linebacker to look forward to. He's a strong-headed player. He's smart, and he's good with the ball. And Joangel Nunez, I mean, big O-line powerhouse. So I believe these four kids are going to have an amazing season this year.
Okay. What does life after high school football look like for Dylan Kemp?
Well, right now, I do look for athletic scholarship as much as I can. I'm waiting for simple offers, stuff like that. Whatever is blessed to me, I'm humbled to receive. Right now, I'm actually looking at an academic area. However, at this point, I'm top 10 in my school. I'm number 6 out of 700 kids. I try to maintain a 4.0 GPA. I'm an early college student, so I'm trying to get my associates as soon as I graduate. So for right now, life after college is mainly looking for a university that's going to fit my needs. I'm trying to look towards Ivy League schools, UT, Stanford, Brown, Columbia, stuff like that. Those schools are what I'm going to be applying to. I love academics. I'm a big reader. So life after high school is definitely going to be about trying to maintain that education status, trying to get myself out there. Um, I'm just trying to have fun as much as I can, trying to learn as much as I can.
So, what do you hope to major in, and what do you want to do with that?
Well, I'm trying to finish with 2 degrees actually when I get out of college. Right now, since I said I'm trying to get my associates, so I will have credits in criminal justice, but I'm trying to major in an English degree. So I'm trying to finish the criminal justice degree as soon as I can to get my bachelor's in that, and then use my credits that I have for my basics and move it over to English degree. But the main focus for me is I'm trying to get into law school. Again, I want to be I want to be a lawyer. I want to try to help people. That was always my dream since I was a kid, is to try to help people, try to help those around me, try to inspire those around me. And from being a lawyer, I want to take my life over into the realm of politics. I'm a real big arguer. We can argue all day about politics. That's just what I love. I want to be a politician. And one day, and I promise this to myself and I promise this to my friends around me, one day I will run for the president of the United States, and I'm going to fulfill that.
Very nice. Well, thanks for your time today, Dylan. Been a pleasure. Hopefully, we do get to see the Trailblazers take the field this fall.
Thank you, Ms. Blavak. I appreciate it.